Hello fellow mates, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to talk about how Rupert Grint, who played Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter films, is willing to come back to the Harry Potter universe, but he has some conditions. So let's give this a read, shall we? The Harry Potter films film franchise is a formidable one for many of young people that grew up with it. Maybe one of them. And the same is obviously true to those that grew up bringing the Wizarding World to life. Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint grew up making those films, and they'll be forever associated with those characters. They were, and if even if they never play those roles again, but would Grint actually return as Ron Weasley? I do apologize in advance if you guys hear me coughing a lot and sniffling a lot. I am battling a bug. Try not to push myself too hard, but I still want to make some videos for you guys, because I love you guys. So let's give this a read. Of course, Harry Potter cast will likely always be asked if they might play their roles again. Films were incredibly successful, and author J.K. Rowling even wrote an additional story that became a stage play, The Cursed Child. The Cursed Child is an adventure that happens after the events of the final novel and movie, where Harry and his friends are adults. Appearing on the UK's This Morning, Rupert Grint says he would return to the Wizarding World, but he only under the right circumstances. I think they meant right. And there's a video that goes along with this, and I will have this article in the description below, so if you guys want to read it, you guys can. So presumably that everybody being referenced here is Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson. Oh, there we go. Backtracking a bit, sorry. In this video, because I have the subtitles on. If you guys want to read it, you guys can. Actually,
Even if it be something like in the vein of American.
alright, I forgot I have the video playing. My bad. Let's actually play this. And it's just music at the moment. I'm not. He said he admitted that under the right conditions. Oh yeah, I think the timing was right, and everyone was of coming back. I would revisit. It's a character that's important to me, and I grew up with him. He kind of became the same. Oh, sorry. We kind of became the same person. I feel quite protective of him as well, as he said. I guess, like, with a presumably that everybody being referenced here is Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson, and I guess some of the other co-stars too. The three went through the experience of making those movies together, and the Harry Potter stars clearly bonded over it. Grant wouldn't have to do any future projects without them. Oh, Grant wouldn't want to do any future projects without them, and the same is likely true for Watson and Radcliffe. The three actors are so important in the eyes of fans that it seems like any project that couldn't get all three of them signed on is probably a non-starter anyway. It just wouldn't happen. Those certainly has been talks about the possibility of more Harry Potter adventures. More adventures for Harry, Ron, and Hermione over the years, as I cannot read, apparently. Warner Bros. Has made it clear to plan to do more with the larger Wizarding World franchise. But with the Fantastic Beasts movies likely over, the franchise needs some direction. The return of the original cast would certainly bring the direction and sense of stability. And none of the three stars have ever completely disconnected returning. they did all come back for the HBO Max reunion special, so clearly nobody is done entirely. It's clear it wouldn't be that surprising considering what these actors went through over the course of the decade if they never wanted to go back to Harry Potter again. But the fact that none of them has said this seemingly leaves the door open. Yeah, because I think, like, if I remember from the special that they're referring to, Emma Watson nearly left, nearly quit playing Hermione Granger due to the pressure that she had as a kid actor. And I can get it. The pressure of being a movie star, like how Emma Watson, Daniel Radcliffe, and Rupert Grint had as a kid. I can see how that might get too much for someone growing up, especially in the way that those three kids had, because they were the faces. I feel like they were the main faces of the Harry Potter movies. And so, like, if Emma Watson did leave, it would suck because then we will have had to, like, had a recasting of Hermione Granger at some point in the movie. But be understandable because, like I said, she was growing up with the movies, and not all kids can handle the pressure of being a movie star. And I can see why, potentially having paparazzi constantly taking pictures of her, maybe constantly getting asked questions, would scare her. So, like I said, I remember that specific part. I don't remember if they addressed anything else that Rupert Grint or Daniel Radcliffe went through with the special. I have to re-watch it again, but that special, if you guys hadn't watched it already, I highly recommend. Really good special, very informative, and like some of the behind the scenes, and it's just like a beautiful gift to people who are like me, grew up on the Harry Potter films. So yeah. Anyways, while more Harry Potter certainly seems like a long shot, we've seen some pretty long shot sequels get made and pay off big time in recent years. One of them is I want to say like Top Gun Maverick. I feel like that was like one of the long shot sequels, because I don't think anyone expected a sequel to Top Gun. From my understanding, admittedly, I didn't see the first Top Gun movie until like the second one came out, and I want to watch the first one before the second one. I watched the second one to get more context. And from my understanding, Tom Cruise did not want to do a Top Gun sequel until like a few years back. And Top Gun, the first movie came out in the 90s, and Top Gun Maverick came out last year, so I can see what they mean. I don't know why I'm on the tangent, sorry. Who knows what the timing might be right. If someone happens to come up with a story so good that Grant, Watson, and Radcliffe just can't say no, maybe it will happen. And if they're going to like have it based on the books, then I can see it being that cursed child thing that got turned into a play. Who knows? I mean, I would be willing to watch a cursed child movie, to be honest. Never seen the play. I never read a Harry Potter book. My siblings tried to get me to read it. I just never had the interest to read it as growing up because I went through this long stage of not liking to read because like school made me go into this reading overload, and I needed a long time to like not really read because other people told me to read. If that makes sense. But I'll like I said, I'll be if the story's good, then yeah, I'll be up to having another like Harry Potter sequel. Uh, when the Fantastic Beasts movies being like canned, I'm sad to a certain extent, cause I say sad because like I still need to catch up because I'm seeing the second or third one yet. Cause has gotten in the way. But no, the reason why we kind of sad is because kind of like the Narnia movies, we won't be able to see the story unfold through the big screen per se. And I love like watching stuff more than like having to like read it, like just so I can like have like spot like if there's like any like cool like puns or Easter eggs that would maybe reference from like other franchises because like Star Wars and Indiana Jones did that. But that's just me. I know that's not probably not a good reason, but I also understand too because like they recasted Johnny Depp's character because the whole Amber Heard situation, and some fans are pissed off about that and refuse to give the sequels to the Fantastic Beasts any watching, and I understand that. And then as for Miller being a hot mess in the news recently, which seems to be doing better from what I've heard, but still, I can understand why people like with those two reasons why people would be hesitant about giving the Fantastic Beasts movie a shot with those two reasons. I don't know all the reasons, but yeah, that's just me, and I think I'm rambling at this point. Anyways, what do you guys think? Would you guys be up for a Harry Potter sequel in terms of movie? Yes, no, maybe so. Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I'll talk to you fellow mutants later. Later, taters.